Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another everyday makeup drawer and shop my stash. As you can see, my everyday makeup drawer is a complete disaster. It's been almost 2 months since I've been able to film one of these, and I haven't switched the makeup up out of here just so I could keep it real for you guys. We are going to start here on the left side, like always. If you're unfamiliar with what an everyday makeup drawer is, I kind of curate my collection. It's supposed to be every month, but I did just move, so it got a little hectic for me. And really get some solid use out of my makeup and rotate it so everything is getting some love. I can make sure that things aren't going bad. If I like everything, declutter. You get the gist of it. So this is everything I've had in here. I'm going to give mini reviews on things, let you know if I used it. Yeah, let's get started. I'm going to zoom you in a tad. Let's start over here with primers. So I had 4 in here. The Professional is part of my project pan, so that has to stay. Sorry about that. I actually didn't use this Makeup Forever Step 1 Nourishing Primer because my skin kind of took a turn for the better or more normal this past month with the warmer weather coming up. My skin hasn't been as dry as it was all winter, obviously. So even though I didn't get to use this, I'm not going to be able to get to use it until probably like October or so. So I'm going to take that out of here. And I actually didn't use either of these very much. I think I used them each once. I have been really focusing in on using my Professional for my project, and I got some good use out of this. But that meant that I kind of neglected these two, so I'm actually going to keep these in here. Moving on to powders, these are the 3 I have in here. This is the L'Oreal True Match powder is in my project. Look how close I'm getting to pan. I'm super excited about that. I only used this a handful of times, so I actually want to keep this in as well. This is a great mattifying powder, which I'm actually going to need more and more this summer. This I'm decluttering. I just don't like it. I kept it in here for 2 rotations now, I think, just trying to get a solid opinion or review on it. I don't know. It's not good for baking. It leaves my under eyes literally white. Like, it doesn't fully dust away no matter what I do. It doesn't really blend into the skin. I don't know, it just leaves a big white cast. I'm fair, but not white, like paper white. So I just can't get this to work for me. Maybe I'll pass it on to a friend and see if they can get it to work for them. I don't know. I'm just gonna get rid of this. Okay, now should we move into foundations? Okay, sorry about that. My card was full. So here were the 3 foundations that I had in. It was supposed to be for 1 month, but like I said, it's been almost 2 now. So the Revlon Color Stay is in my project, as you can tell by my sticker. So that has to stay. I actually didn't even wear my Estee Lauder Double Wear a single time because I have to have like the smallest layer of tan on to wear this color. There was no sticker on it when I bought it, but I believe this is either 1N1 or 1N2. And this is like my perfect spring and fall shade, like once I have a little bit of sun and then once my tan is fading in the fall, you know what I mean? So I haven't tanned a single time since moving to the new house. I just haven't had time, so I'm going to keep this in here. That was a long explanation for that, but I've worn the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation a ton this past month. I really do like this foundation. It's a solid medium coverage and a natural finish, and I'm not sure how much use I'm going to get out of this in the summer, so I'm glad I wore this a lot over the last few months, weeks. You know what I'm saying. So I'm actually going to put this back. Okay, concealers. This Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Brightener concealer. It's more like a peachy corrector. This is in my project pan, so that has to stay. I'm going to be decluttering this Aurora and Ipsy green corrector. It literally does nothing. Like, it doesn't correct, it doesn't, you know, cake up my makeup or ruin it, but like, why use it if it does nothing? Like, anyways, it's going. I'm getting rid of that. And then this Maybelline Fit Me concealer I used quite a lot, so I'm going to put this back. I'm actually so close to getting done with this. I think it's about here. It's still getting quite a lot of product because the doe foot is right down in there, but soon I'm going to have to take out the stopper, I think. I've never done that before. I've always just been like, okay, the concealer's done, but I think I should try and do that. What do you guys think? Should I try and pull the stopper out of here once it gets down there? But I did use this a lot and I have quite a few concealers in my collection, so I think I should put it back and finish it off another time. Okay, should we get into this monstrosity back here? Let's see. I know it's blurry right now, but it's in focus when I lift things up. This is the Morphe 9C palette. I have mixed feelings on this. It's decent. It's decent for the price. I really do like this shade for setting my under eyes, but I can't use too much because then my under eyes will crease and look cakey. Not a fan of these ones just because if I mix these two together, I can use them all over my face, but then my foundation looks terrible. So I can't do that. So it really only leaves me with this shade. I like mixing these two for contour and that works really well for me, but I feel like this one's a little too warm and I don't enjoy it for like a full-on bronzing. This one's too dark. This is too dark for me. I don't think I've ever used this highlight on my cheekbones because it's just, I don't know, it seems pretty, but I just have never used it, so whatever. I used this every single time I did my makeup because it's the only like under eye setting thing I could use after discovering that this was terrible. So I'm ready to put it back. I'm not really ready to declutter it, but yeah. Anyways, that's my review on that. It's going back. It's staying in my collection for now. We'll see for how long. This was in, I'm trying to like take a look at what I have in here. This was in February's BoxyCharm, and I haven't filmed an updated everyday makeup drawer since reviewing this, so it is time for it to go, but I didn't want to clear things away without filming a proper shop my stash style video. I don't know if that makes sense. Probably not unless you are also a YouTuber. So this I have reviewed. I really like it. It has some fun shades. I'll show you again. Not something I would wear every day. I haven't used it. Actually, I've used it once, this duochrome shade, since reviewing it, but I'm ready for that to go back. Let me just pull this stuff out. So this needs to stay. That's in my project pan. That's the Body Shop bronzer. Same with this highlight from Physicians Formula. And this blush from Model Co. This I actually did add in yesterday. I was in the mood for a cream highlight. This is from ColourPop and it's in the shade Smoke and Whistles. It is a beautiful highlight. I love this. Can you guys see this? I know the lighting isn't that great over here. We're in the corner of my bedroom. So I am going to keep that in there because I've used it just once, just yesterday. Okay, this is a cream blush from Stila in the shade Peony. I did use this once. I think I'm going to keep it in one more rotation. I like the way this looks once I actually have it on my cheeks, but it's just getting myself to use it. So I feel like that should stay. This is the Becca highlight in Opal. Yeah, in Opal. This has been in for 2 rotations now, so for like 3 months. It's time for it to go. I love the shade of this. I love the like beigey kind of undertone to it. That Physicians Formula one has the same type of undertone, and I really think it's flattering on my skin tone. This is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. This is a deluxe sample size. I only used this once, so this needs to stay. Oh, I'm not getting rid of a lot, am I? This is the NARS Orgasm blush. I haven't used this at all because it is super similar to the Model Co. one that when I wanted this type of blush, I've been reaching for this one because it's in my project pan. So I'm just going to have to use this a few times, suck it up, and sacrifice the wear on my project pan one just to get some use out of it. This is the MAC blush in Harmony. I love this as a bronzer and blush combo for super simple makeup days, but I did use this a lot, so that can go. This has been in for 2 rotations. This is the Tarte Waterproof Park Ave Princess. Why is the waterproof version and the regular version different shades? The waterproof one is slightly more cool toned, I feel like. I don't know if I'm the only one that feels that way, but it's been in here for like 3 months. I did get a lot of use out of it. Now, this is the Laura Mercier highlight in 01, the Matte Radiance one. This is beautiful, and I only used it once, so that needs to go. And this e.l.f. blush palette has been in for 3 times, so I'm ready to put that back as well. Oh, I feel like I'm going a mile a minute. Now, down here, I have 2 eyeshadow primers and a brow product. So the Urban Decay Primer Potion is in my project pan, so that needs to stay. The MAC Painterly Paint Pot I used quite a bit. I feel like I still have a lot of product in here, and it's getting pretty old, so I do need to get more use out of this, but I have other eyeshadow primers that need some more love too, so that's going to go back. This is the Brow Gal by Tanya Crooks. I used this a handful of times. I can't open it. There we go. I really like this brow product a lot. I feel like I like this more when my brows are freshly shaped, because this gives a really defined, sharp, like Instagram brow type of brow, and right now my eyebrows are looking crazy. Quickly to touch on back here, I have the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. This is in my project pan. This needs to stay. This is MAC Fix Plus. I want to actually keep this in here for one more rotation. I really do love that. Okay, going into this bin here quickly. The Brow Wiz needs to stay. That's in my project. Same with this CoverGirl eyeliner. That needs to stay. What else do I have in here? Okay, I'm finding this a little overwhelming. This has been in for 2 rotations, I believe, so I'm going to put this back. I haven't used ColourPop Mr. Bing. This, I feel like I didn't get a lot of good use out of. This was in the February BoxyCharm. I already reviewed it. Not my favorite eyeliner, but I mean, it's fine. These 2 mascaras are both old and on their last legs. This one's definitely time to go in my empties bin. This is the Clinique High Impact Mascara. Do I want to try? Yeah, I'm going to try and get maybe another month's use out of this. I can't even remember how old it actually is, like if it's expired, but it's definitely not as dried out as the L'Oreal one was. So I'm going to keep that in there. I'm going to keep in the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper. This is almost gone. I need to use it up. I really do not like the Ciate Fierce Flicks eyeliner. I kept it in here because last time I filmed one of these, I didn't have another liquid liner to use, but now I do, which you will see in a minute. So this is going to go in my disappointing products bin, along with a few other things. I feel like I didn't really use the Smashbox Always Sharp Waterproof Eyeliner either. This is in Penny Lane. I really wasn't in an eyeliner kind of mood this past few months because I was moving and blah blah blah. Okay, moving right along. Let's go back here. These are my single eyeshadows. This was in February's BoxyCharm. I already reviewed it. That is time to go. It's not my favorite. And I literally didn't use any of these things. So besides that, they all need to stay. I'm really bad at using my single eyeshadows, which is why they are in here. But maybe I'll have to move them to the front of the drawer so I remember to reach in. The only ones I used were the ones in my project pan to try and get more use out of, which is the Wet n Wild Duo and the Maybelline Color Tattoo, but I didn't use any of those other ones, so those need to stay. This is the Seraphine Botanicals Sugar and Lemon Moisturizing Lip Buffer. I already reviewed this on my channel. That was in a BoxyCharm. The Butter London Double Decker Mascara I still need to review for the upcoming BoxyCharm. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I used any of these palettes. I'm just gonna keep them all in. I guess I had 2 palettes over here. This is like my to be reviewed section. Let's move you over here a little bit. I know it's out of focus until I hold it up, but I don't really know how to fix that. This is my to review section. There we go. This is my to review section, and I had 2 palettes in here that I wanted super solid reviews for. So I've been exclusively using those. I didn't really mean to do it that way, but I don't wear makeup every single day, and with the moving and the unpacking and the kids and all of that, that meant that every time I did do a full face of makeup, I was reaching in there for those palettes. So I didn't use any of my other ones. Long story short. So I had the BoxyCharm and Pure palette, which I need to keep in here. I'm gonna have to film my BoxyCharm tomorrow, maybe. I literally just got it yesterday, which sucks since it's the end of the month, but alas, that's what happened. So all of the BoxyCharm products, I'm not going to talk about those right now. I'm going to talk about those in my upcoming BoxyCharm video. So that leaves these. This is the Dream Street palette with ColourPop and Kathleen Lights. I've been obsessed with this. Look at the wear on this for only having it a short amount of time. You can tell I've used this quite a bit, and I need to put it back because I'm not reaching for anything else. That's how much I've been loving it, which means I'm kind of sad to put it away, but I really need to. I still haven't used the Supernova shadow. I really need to. This Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray I do really like, but I prefer my MAC Fix Plus, and I have used this quite a bit, so I'm ready to put that away. This Wet n Wild highlighter in Precious Petals I've been obsessed with. This is a super blinding, super affordable highlighter. I love it, but I've tested it. Now I know I like it, so it is time to go away. This is the Physicians Formula Eye Booster 2-in-1 Lash Boosting Eyeliner and Serum. This is the liquid liner that I picked up when I needed another one, and I've been really enjoying this. I don't know if I like it as much as my Kat Von D, which I know people say they're dupes. I feel like I need a fresh Kat Von D Trooper and test them like side by side to know if they are dupe, but I do really like this. So it's going to go over here in with my other eyeliners because it's the only liquid liner I have right now. This is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer in Fair Neutral 10. I really do like this. I wish it was a touch lighter, and I almost bought a lighter shade because of that, but coming into the warmer months, I'm not going to need an even lighter shade right now, but it's time for that to go back. I really did like it. Here are all the lip products that I used over the last few months. A few of them I pulled in that weren't in my everyday makeup drawer. Let's see. I really love the butter glosses from NYX. They're some of my favorite glosses. I love the lippy sticks. This is one I tried this month. This is a Comfort Matte in 1993 from Urban Decay. Really loved this shade. I posted on Instagram wearing this. I tested out MAC Faux. I'm obsessed with this shade. It's the perfect neutral everyday shade for me. I don't know. I don't really have a lot to say about everything else in here, but these are all of the lip products I used this last month, and I tried to keep like the same number of glosses I used and lipsticks I used, etc. to pull in. So I need to calculate those up. But now we are going to move into my Alex drawers. Okay guys, so this is my like new in drawer, but as you can see, a lot of this stuff is not new at all. I've been really overwhelmed with testing new products over the last year with a new baby basically. So like this, I'm pretty sure we got in the summertime from BoxyCharm. Never used it, that sort of thing. In here I have nail polish, eyeliner, and mascara. I only pull from here when I actually need something new, just to keep this drawer looking the slightest bit less overwhelming. Right off the bat, I know I want to try this. This is getting really old, and I swatched it the other day and I really liked how it looked. This is the Temp2 and BoxyCharm Liquid Glow Highlighter. I've been kind of into the liquids and creams lately, and I want to keep that ball rolling. So I'm going to pull this. I usually like to pull, I don't know, about 5 or 6 things from in here. I want to test out this Maybelline lipstick in Truffle Tease. Samantha March keeps mentioning this, and I bought it forever ago and literally have never used it. So it's time to give some love to that. Oh boy. I know we're getting another palette in BoxyCharm coming up, and I have so many more to use. So I am going to pull this Blink one in because it is getting so old, and I've literally just swatched it. I actually need to use this on my eyes or just get rid of it. So I am going to pull this in. And then maybe 3 more things. Should I just close my eyes and reach in here? I'm going to pull in this NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in Athens. And this Makeup Geek Iconic Lipstick in Propeller. I bought this more than a year ago and have never used either of them. There's another one in here as well. Like, seriously, what is wrong with me? This is why I have not been hauling very much on my channel, because of this mess right here. One more thing. Let's try this Luminous Loose Blush from Studio Makeup. Not a big fan of loose blushes, but this has been sitting in here for a while, so I'm going to pull that in. And that's going to be it for this drawer this month. This is my eyeshadow palette drawer and my single eyeshadows. As you saw, I didn't get any use out of my other eyeshadow palettes, so I'm actually going to skip this drawer completely this month. That feels very weird. Here is my primers, foundations, and concealer drawer. So what do I need from here? I need another primer. I already have the Angel Veil, the Professional, and the Smashbox Pore one. So let's pull in this Smashbox one, this Radiance primer. For foundation, I want to pull in my Peach Perfect again. I've been really craving using this foundation. I need about 2 concealers, I think. A lot of these are like too dark for me right now. So I'm going to pull in the only 2 that I think will work. Actually, instead of the Maybelline one, let's pull in the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. It's in the shade Light, but I feel like it will work with my slightly darker foundations once I finally get a tan. This is my blush and highlight drawer. I feel like I only need 1 more blush. What have I not used for a long time? Oh, why is this so hard for me? That feels so ridiculous. Let's pull in Milani Luminoso. I have not used this in a long time, and I feel like spring and summer is the perfect time to use it. Look at that beautiful peachy blush. Okay. For highlight, I'm kind of feeling the same way. Maybe only one? Or a palette? I haven't used this City Color highlight trio in a long time, and it's actually really good, and City Color is very inexpensive. So I'm going to pull this in. This is my bronzer, contour, and powder drawer. It's my least favorite, not my least favorite products, but my least favorite because I don't have any like containers to put them in. So it just is such a mess and I don't like it at all. I need some sort of contour palette, so I'm going to pull in this IBY Beauty one. I haven't used this in a while. I need maybe one more bronzer. Here's the non-waterproof Parka Princess from Tarte. Do you see how that's a little warmer than the waterproof version? Or am I crazy? This one is waterproof and this one is not waterproof, but they're both the Amazonian Clay bronzers in Parka Princess. Do you see what I mean? I want to pull in this NYC Sun in Bronze powder. And then for loose powder, I'm going to pull back in my e.l.f. loose powder. Okay, so here is my lip product drawer, and like I mentioned, I like to pull in the same amount of like bullet lipsticks I used, glosses, liquid lipsticks, etc., just to keep my rotation nice and even. And I still have 11 lip products pulled like up on top of my dresser where I store them that I did not use in the month, so keep that in mind. But I'm going to pull in what, like based on what I did already use. So I'm actually going to only pull one bullet lipstick because I feel like I actually didn't use a lot in terms of bullet lipsticks last month. What do I have in here? Maybe one of these. Let's pull in this Rimmel Kate lipstick in 14. The shade 8 is in my Project Pan, but this one is more neutral, like more of a nudie, brownie nude. Does that make sense? And the one in my project is more mauve. I'm going to pull in 3 liquid. Wow, I have the hiccups again. I feel like I always have the hiccups when I'm filming. I want to pull in this Revlon Ultra HD Matte Lip Color. 2 more. What have I not used in a while? I'm going to pull in this Tarteist Lip Paint in Home Slice. It's kind of like a brownie peachy kind of shade. I think that will be pretty in the spring. Let's pull in this Makeup Geek something or other. There's literally nothing else on that packaging. I'm going to pull in 4 gloss type products. These are my lip balms and stuff in the front. I tend to use, wow, one at a time. Oh boy. What is in here? I'm going to pull in my Buxom lip cream in White Russian. I haven't used that in forever, and I actually have 2 of those. And my Maybelline Color Elixir in Breathtaking Apricot. Wow, I wasn't even in frame, sorry. And I feel like everything else I've used recently, so I'd just be pulling it in for the sake of it. So I actually think that's going to be good. 2 more lip glosses. Like I said, I have more still up on top of my dresser from last time. And then 2 of these, like, I don't know, skinny lip crayon things. I also have my ColourPop lippies in here. I want to pull in this Revlon Color Burst Matte Balm in Audacious. It's a bright orange. I feel like that would be really fun to use. And I'm going to pull in Aquarius. This is the perfect like neutral nudie type color. This drawer is kind of hard to show you guys because it is up so high, but I only have one other mascara that I have opened, so I'm going to pull this in and use that up. I'm really trying to not have, like, this used to be full of open mascaras and they were just going bad and drying out while they sat in there, so this is the last opened one that wasn't in my everyday makeup drawer, so I feel really good about that. Ooh, I need an eyeshadow primer. I feel like this is dried out. Let's see. Yeah, this has gone bad, so I'm going to pull this right out of my collection. I had a feeling it had dried out. So let's pull in this Elizabeth Mott Thank Me Later eyeshadow primer. I don't really have a firm opinion on this. For brows, I have been just in a pencil kind of mood, so I'm going to pull in the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer. Like I said, my eyebrows are looking a little crazy right now, and this is the like big triangular style pencil, so I'm going to pull that in to use. I feel like I like these when my eyebrows are feeling a little bushier, you know, in the best way possible. I really only pulled out one black eyeliner, so maybe I should pull in one additional black eyeliner. Let's pull in this NYX Très Jolie liner in black. Alright, and then here is what everything looks like in my makeup drawer. I'm so glad it's cleaned up, some fresh new products in there. I was starting to feel both uninspired and overwhelmed at the same time with the state of my everyday makeup drawer before this. But like I said, here's what everything looks like before. That little bin back there is empty because that is going to house the lip products as I use them. Single eyeshadows, products to test out, palettes, eyeliners, eyeshadow primers, brows, mascara, all that good stuff is there. Setting sprays and a sharpener. Cheek products, powders, primers are down there in the corner, and then concealers and foundations down there in the front. And then here where I have my lip products, these are all the ones that won't stand up on their own, so like glosses and liquid lipsticks for the most part. And then all my bullet lipsticks are right here waiting to be used. My desk or my dresser is a mess. These are brushes I'm testing out and a random piece of plastic. Thank you guys so much for watching and all the love and support on my previous Shop My Stash and everyday makeup drawers. Y'all really seem to be enjoying them, and I'm so glad because I've been enjoying curating my collection this way. Please do give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this one. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!